Chapter 18. Sri Sadguru said, all the Shastras are embedded in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. All the Vedas are embodied in the Brahmanas. All sacred Tirthas are present in the Ganga. All the gods are but the different manifestations of Lord Vishnu. All the drops of water that pour down from the sky mingle with the ocean. In the same way, all prayers praising different gods reach Sri Keshava, their ultimate destination. There is no supreme being other than Sri Keshava. There is no ultimate refuge other than Sri Keshava. All the Devas experience happiness only patronized by Sri Keshava. The great seers consider that the Gayatri mantra embodies all the mantras, and the Lord Vishnu, the Deva Janardana, embodies all the gods. In Jaipur, there was a 16-year-old Brahmana named Shri Ramakrishna. He had great devotion for Sri Vishnu. He was very wise. He was a very wise man of renunciation, born in the noble family. He had lot of reverence for his parents. He was very humble and was adorned with sacred thread. With great involvement, he used to chant the Gayatri mantra regularly and systematically. That exalted personality developed a pious desire of realizing the Brahman. Hence, he used to chant the Gayatri mantra sitting in a yogic posture. Devi Gayatri, very personification of Brahma Vidya, was pleased with him. Hence, the Devi, shining like spotless white marble, gave him darshan in the form of dazzling light. Devi Parameshwari appeared with the Chinmudra, mudra of supreme wisdom, bestowing wisdom and detachment. She was clad in shimmering white, and her eyes slightly cast downwards. Looking at Devi Gayatri, the mother of the entire universe, the yogi experienced bliss. He prayed to her with folded palms. Sri Ramakrishna said, O Mother, O goodness, you are the embodiment of all Shakti. You are omnipotent, omniscient. My obeisances to you. You dwell in the person of the Hindu Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and are part of them. You are the motivating force behind the three great deeds of creation, maintenance, and absorption. My obeisances to you. I pray to you who appear as Devi Saraswati, adorned with a veena and a book depicting the sacred doctrine of divine knowledge. I pray to you who appear holding the conch, the disc, the mace, and the lotus flower in your 4 hands, in the form of Devi Lakshmi, who bestows all good. Navadurga, Mahakali, Maheshwari, Chamundi, Chandika, Bhavani, my obeisances to you. My prayers to you, O Vishnumaya, the creative force of Lord Vishnu. You are the greatest of all Shaktis, responsible both for bondage and freedom from bonds. You are the formless creation and nature. You are the source of all creation, and you are the visible manifestations. I bow to you, who are the Jnana Shakti, the Kriya Shakti, and the Ichcha Shakti, the forces of wisdom, action, and divine will. You are the supreme being, dwelling in the human heart and inducing divine wisdom. I ponder upon you to attain sanctity and purity of heart. I pray to you, who are the fountainhead of action and the very personification of supreme bliss. Please bless me with the realization of Brahman and remove my nescience. I bow to you, O Sandhya Devi, O Savitri, Gayatri, O Saraswati. Sri Sadguru continued. Devi Gayatri, who was meditated upon thus by Sri Ramakrishna, the great repository of tapas, addressed him as follows. Sri Devi said, the Supreme Being, sought for by all the great yogis through various yogic feats, is Lord Krishna himself. He is the Supreme Brahman, that Supreme Soul whose glory is not fully realized even by the seers, who are great repositories of penance, is only Lord Krishna playing in Sri Vrindavan. You must know this truth, O Brahmana. See the beloved Lord of Devi Brahma Vidya. O Brahmana, see the beloved Lord of Devi Brahma Vidya, or the goddess of wisdom, in Sri Vrindavan, in his true form as Sri Govinda. There is no supreme tattva, true and infallible, other than Sri Krishna. Know that the Hladini Shakti of Lord Krishna manifests itself as Devi Radha, the fountainhead of divine bliss, the formless and attributeless Supreme Soul that is omnipresent, indivisible, and is very embodiment of blemishless wisdom, exposed itself as Sri Krishna. See that Nandakumara in his true form, that Purushottama is reached by one through the means of Bhakti Yoga. One must live in Sri Vrindavan, worshipping Lord Keshava through the means of Bhakti Yoga that is enriched by wisdom and detachment. Sri Sadguru continued. Thus, advised by Devi that Brahmana came to Vrindavan, he reached the temple of Lord Govinda filled with Prema Bhakti. He became the disciple of Goswami who lived there and was blessed with Krishna mantra. He stayed on the bank of Yamuna, meditating upon Sri Govinda. Enchanted by his devotion, Lord Nandakumara gave him darshan, delightfully playing on the flute. He appeared with a bluish complexion, resembling that of the dark rain-bearing clouds. He was very charming, with the three elegant curves of his body. He had a very broad chest, rubbed with fragrant sandal paste. He was adorned with many exquisite ornaments. He was clad in yellow silk and was bearing a garland of sylvan flowers and a tilak of kasturi. Looking at this beautiful form of Sri Krishna, he became immensely happy. He stood there with folded hands, forgetting the act of winking. He prayed to him, pleading to the Lord to bless him with bhakti in every birth. Sri Muralidhara, the ocean of compassion, cast on him a sidelong glance and blessed him. The next moment he disappeared as though in a dream. Sri Ramakrishna lived there in the temple of Govinda Deva, maddened with loving devotion. There is no mantra superior to the Gayatri mantra. There is no medicine superior to the nectar. There is no God superior to Lord Krishna. There is no pleasure and happiness superior to that born out of bhajan. Thus ends chapter 18, entitled Ramakrishna Charitram of Book 7 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.